Are we ready to begin?
No, I have to do the session. Sorry. Namaste, everyone. Welcome to our West Coast Gentle Yoga. This type of gentle yoga is designed as a palliative yoga. Palliative yoga is primarily, it's designed for stress reduction and to increase the energy of communication in body system, which stimulates better immune system and body's repair mechanism. One feels better and minor issues can get resolved. Yoga brings good health of mind and body, inner awareness, and a sense of cosmic connection. Regular discipline practice is key. So if you miss a day, please use the video recording on YouTube at Life in Yoga Rajan. Yoga is not a physical exercise and it's not a religious practice either. So people with any religious background can do this. This type of gentle yoga can be done sitting on a chair or on the floor. Some points to note is always keep your spine straight but not stiff at all times. And if you need to support your back, do these practices gently, smoothly, and without jerks. Slower is better. Visualize the part of the body being exercised for maximum benefit. Follow instructions to avoid adverse reactions. There should be no strain, and you should do it within your capacity. Make sure your breathing is slow and smooth. If anything causes pain or discomfort, please stop immediately, avoid the practice, and seek clarification. If you have any questions regarding personal problem, you can send an email to the email addresses provided in the reminder email. And remember, liability is entirely yours. Thank you.
So namaste everyone. As usual, we begin with 3 ohms. Let's take a deep breath in. So we are ready to resume with the Yoga Sutras. We are on the last leg and we likely finish everything today, but tomorrow again, we can revisit questions and take further discussions. Now, the first question is there any question remaining from yesterday? Okay, then I'll give a quick summary of where we were. As we saw, chapter 4 is distinctly different from the earlier chapters. In the earlier chapters, first chapter was all the questions and simple answers. Second and third chapters were the continuous process till one becomes self-realized. And as Virendra Mahajanji pointed out, that the ultimate state becoming the level of purity as God. So equal to that purity. Okay, so now in the chapter 4, he begins by talking about other things. And what are the other things? The nature of existence, what is beyond. So he starts by talking about how a person gets siddhis or these abilities. And whether it's by birth, mantras, whatever. And then after that, he goes on to talk about the nature of creation. How did the creation first begin? And how creation distributed into so many little segments, each one doing its part. And then, of course, the cycle of karma, how the soul or the core entity retains the memory of all the karmas associated with it. And according to the needs of the time, it expresses itself in the form of a new birth. And after expressing all of these things, he talks about, again, why it is difficult to intellectually go and analyze and try to understand what is under our chitta or our programmed entity. Because everything we do is because of the program entity, we are also able to experience things. So the only way in which we can experience what the true reality is, if the program entity stops. And so, in other words, not being affected by it. And so in the last session, we spoke about how a very interesting word he uses, two interesting words. One word that he uses is aprati sankramanaya. Sankramana means crossing over. Prati sankramana means to cross backward. And then aprati sankramana is neither moving forward nor backward. So, but given that the system will activate, the activation is going on, but it's neither moving forward or backward, so you're holding it still. And that is the time you get a glimpse of the higher reality. And having gotten that glimpse, what happens is you learn to become a pure observer, as has been described in chapter 1 and in chapter 2. And by being a pure observer, you are able to get over the karmas begin to drop off. And that is how you're now going to move forward. So let's look to see where we are now. I believe we are in Sutra number 24. We were going to begin today.
Narayan, can I ask you one thing?
Yeah.
Is like death or something also a part of your chitta or your program entity, or how does it have anything to do with whether you get you're connected with the higher cosmos or you're not connected with the higher cosmos? Does it have anything to do with that?
It's a very good question you have asked. The question you have asked is, how is the total longevity of a life determined? The point of death.
That's right.
And so the thing is basically, everyone comes with a bundle of programs to fulfill in this lifetime. Two things happen at the same time. You're in the process of fulfilling those programs. But even as you are fulfilling those programs, because of your reactivity, you're accumulating new programs. So which means that it's propagating you into another lifetime. And then, of course, the other part of it is all the programs have to work through this body. If you don't treat this body well, then the body basically begins to deteriorate faster than the way in which your karmas can work through your body. And so when that happens, you may have what is called premature death. So in other words, so either way, that is what propagates. So the idea of a full lifetime is when you have had the time to fulfill all the programs with which you came into this lifetime. And accordingly, in the Indian philosophy, there is a concept that there is what is called the prarabdha karma and the sanchita karma. Prarabdha karma means whatever you have brought into this lifetime. Sanchita is the accumulated karmas which you have not yet brought into this lifetime. It is waiting to fruition another lifetime. Okay? So that answers your question, right?
Yes. So whatever is left, whatever we do not fulfill in this lifetime, that is what goes to the next lifetime. Is that what
Yes.
it is?
Yes.
Okay.
And there is another very interesting aspect to it is, we have a way whereby we can cleanse off karmas, but we cannot cleanse off kleshas. So anyway, that is some of the techniques which we have evolved, and we have not dealt with it. Actually, it is a rainbow bridge meditation technique, which we modified, and we call it as the karma cleansing technique. The original technique comes from actually it was developed by psychologists at UCLA in the 1970s. So anyway, so we will deal with all of that later. So let's finish this chapter quickly today. So we were in 425. So what happens is, let's refer back to 424 so that we have an idea of where we were coming from. Is once you hold the chitta motionless, that is when you're able to get an understanding of it. And even though there is innumerable amounts of programs within it, vasana, even then, what you're because of the nature of holding the chitta from moving forward or backward, you're able to get a glimpse of what the real nature is. And that is what Sutra 25 is talking about. Vishesha means special. Darshana is the vision or the experience that you have. Atma Bhava Bhavana, the experience of what your inner dimension is. That is the, Atma is often called the soul, but a real way to understand soul is the core inner dimension. That's how you should understand it. So Atma Bhava Bhavana Nivrittihi, that means you get relief from it. And actually, what do you think? Most often you think, I'm this person, the body. So the sense of me as the body, you get relief from that. Tada viveka nimnam kaivalyam pragbharam chittam. Tada, from there, viveka nimnam, that is, viveka nimnam means lower level of wisdom. The wisdom that is at a slightly lower level. With that, what happens? Kaivalya pragbharam. Kaivalya is the state of liberation, and we have discussed earlier about what is the nature of Kaivalya. Kaivalya is the nature where you're unaffected by anyone or anything. So the idea of being just by yourself and not being affected by anything. So in that's kind of liberation. Kaivalya pragbharam means to move towards Kaivalya, and Chittam is the program. Remember, as long as you're alive and as long as programs are running, you're a programmed entity. You cannot separate it. So the program is going towards, with the lower level of wisdom, towards the state of Kaivalya. Tat chidreshu pratyaya antarani sanskarebhya. Tat, that, chidreshu, that is breaking apart, cleaving, breaking through. Pratyaya, pratyaya is the reaction, how you feel it. Pratyaya antarani. Antarani, what is there inside? Sanskarebhya. So what happens is, even as you're moving through that, you're going to have occasionally coming out through the program system, whatever are the inner dimensions, because of the programs inside, there is going to be things that are going to come out. And so many of you know that when you're in meditation, weird things happen to some people. You feel physically something, some people see visual things, whatever happens. So those are the ways in which the inner program is expressing itself. And next sutra is Hanam Esham Kleshava Tuktam. Hanam means to oppose. Esham, all of these reactions that are coming from the inner program. Kleshava Uktam. Uktam means, as has been explained before. So as has been explained, how are you going to do this? Just like how you deal with the kleshas, as has been explained to you before, by being a pure observer, not getting affected. Sutra number 29, Prasankhena api akusidasya sarvatha viveka khyate dharma megha samadhi. This is a very interesting state called dharma megha samadhi. And what is the nature of Dharma Megha Samadhi? This is the state where you're fulfilling all the programs that are there within you without reacting, in being pure yogi state. So what happens? Prasankhena means infinite, uncountable, infinite, a large number. Api also. And what is it that is prasankhena api? Actually, it is referring, actually going back to the previous two sutras of all the sanskaras that are sitting within you, the programs within you. They are innumerable in number. And what happens to them once you're in this Dharma Megha Samadhi state? it begins to dissipate in a reverse geometric rate. At a highly accelerated rate, it begins to dissipate. And because of the wisdom that is there within. And that is the word. The words over here are akusidasya sarvatha viveka khyate. Viveka khyate means because of the wisdom, and sarvatha, because, in the sense, in all senses. Akusidasya. What is akusidasya? Actually, the meaning of kusida means usurer, somebody who charges a very high interest rate. So when you're accumulating karmas with a lot of reactions, you may react with one leading to another, and very high rate you can accumulate. But once you learn to be a pure observer, it goes in the reverse geometric rate. Okay, so to express that, Patanjali uses the very interesting word akusidasya, as if reverse of the usury rates, as if it goes down very, very rapidly. Tata klesha karma nivrittihi. Therefrom, klesha karma nivrittihi, that is kleshas, that is the impurities and the karmas. Nivritti means you're fully bereft of it, you're fully relieved from all of that. So now we have only 4 more sutras to go, and these are the power-packed sutras. So the sutra number 31, tada sarva avarana mala apetasya jnanasya anantyat jneyam alpam. Okay, so you have expended, or basically you have wiped out all the programs within you. And so what is the nature of that? So what Patanjali is describing is tada, from that, sarva all, avarana is covering, mala is all the unwanted dirt and garbage, apetasya, having been relieved of it, jnanasya, by knowledge, anantyat, infinite, knowledge that is infinite, jneyam, what is to be known, is very, very little. So what is this meaning of after having been purified of all the programs, with infinite knowledge, you realize what is really to be known is very, very little. And what is that very, very little? Very simple. It is essentially to know that this body is only an instrument of the cosmic flow. And so you have gone through all this process of realization to just realize you're a dummy robot. Just do your job and don't fight with it, and everything takes care of itself, right? So the thing is, basically, that is the nature of what that realization, what you really need to know is just do your duty and carry along. Don't be reacting to everything. Then there are no more karmas and everything is fine. So tataha kritarthanam, tata, actually I need to tell you a story over here. You see, what happened is there was really a story during the Mughal times in India, where, very often, sometimes, the Muslim king soldiers would go prosecuting these people who are, these people who are very much into the spiritual this thing. So there was this yogi, and this yogi who has been a high level of consciousness, he was actually, there are those yogis called the Nagas, Naga yogis. They don't wear any clothes. They are completely naked. And so he was, that fellow was going through, and he was walking through some village or somewhere. And as he was going through, the soldier over there saw and said, what nonsense, this person is completely indecent, and walking through like this. And so he called out to him, hey, you, kind of thing, and all of that. But that man was lost in a different world altogether. He kept on walking. So the soldier got so annoyed, he took his sword and he chopped off his hand, this thing from his shoulder. He chopped off, he hit at his shoulder and the hand fell off. And when the hand fell off, oh, the yogi reacted and he looked, oh, what happened? And so he said, why didn't you stop? I kept calling you and you wouldn't even stop. You can't go like this. And so the yogi basically responded, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't quite realize you were calling. And then when this man realized this was a very polite person, he said, well, I've chopped off your hand. And the soldier was feeling bad. So this yogi just took the hand up and put it back over there. And so, oh, I'm so sorry. I really, bothered you so much. Don't worry about it. The hand is taken care of. And he put it back in there and he started walking and went away. So the thing is, you see, somebody whose awareness is this body is only an instrument of the divine flow, and a sense that way you're are not affected by anything at all. So this is, this is a story I have heard of. So I told you, obviously, I have no way of independently validating it. So Sutra number 32, Tatah Kritarthanam Parinama Krama Samaptihi Gunanam. Okay. Kritarthanam means with intention to do something. Tata Kritarthanam Parinama Krama Samapti. Samapti means to end, Parinama result, and the Krama is the sequence, Gunanam. In other words, what happens is whenever there is program within, the program within you impels you to go and do a certain function. And when it impels you to do a certain function, the things that activate are the gunas, the flow of energy. So in other words, when the purpose of doing anything has ended, at that point in time, there is no more gunas flowing. There is no more impelling energy to flow to go and do things, right? So, so in other words, because there is no purpose in purpose has come to the end, there is gunas also fall off. Sutra number 33. Chana pratiyogi. Chana is moment. Every moment. Chana pratiyogi, being as a yogi at every moment. Parinama aparanta nigrahya kramaha. Parinama is the result. Aparanta. Para means beyond. Aparanta means something, where you can think of it as it is the nigrahya means something you cannot grasp. Okay. So kramaha is the sequence. So what happens is, this is a very interesting state. Kramaha is a sequence, means there is an activation. Nigrahya means what you can grasp. Nigrahya means nikrishta grahya. Nikrishta grahya means the grasping is in a very special way. It is not really, not the regular type of grasping. Aparanta means, paranta means gone. It is beyond. Aparanta means it's not fully gone yet. So what happens is, this is the state in which where the person is constantly in the being in the every moment a yogi. And because of being every moment a yogi, he's seeking to connect with God. So that connectivity with the God is a program. That is the krama, that the sequence that is playing. But yet that sequence of connecting into God, while it grasps him, grahya, but that grasping is not anything material or the other kinds of program that binds you to the physical world. And because the programs have not fully dissolved, it is not paranta, it is aparanta. And so the concept of being all the time connected in the yoga state, connected to God, that is the kind of thing that Sutra number 33 is mentioning over there. But what is the nature of that state? Sutra number 34. Purushartha shunyana. Purushartha means purpose of living. Purushartha shunyana means, shunya means zero, elimination. So the purpose of living is gone. Gunanam pratiprasavaha. Prasava means to give birth. Pratiprasava means to draw inward. So all the gunas, the impelling energy, they have drawn inward. Kaivalyam swarupa pratishtha. That is, so you are now established in that state of completely in the state of kaivalya, unaffected by anything. So look at what has happened. in Sutra number 33 and 34 so far, a part of it together, you're talking about a person who has no longer any more purpose of living, but there is one little program in there which is always connected with the God, always being connected as a yogi. And that is not letting go. But then the person is free in the state of Kaivalyam, established in Kaivalya. And then the next word after Swarupa Pratishtha, the next thing is Va. Va means or. Chitta Shakti Iti. Chitta Shakti Iti means, the Iti means thus. Chitta Shakti means the merger of that. Now, if that one little program, which was always connected in yogi all the time, if that was not present, then there is no more programs anymore left within it. Means what happens? That particular entity, you can call it or the soul or whatever, it completely merges into the cosmic energy. Chitta Shakti refers to cosmic energy. Okay. So in other words, in these two sutras, 33 and 34, Patanjali is trying to explain two kinds of final state of liberation. One kind of final state of liberation is in you're completely connected with the cosmic, you're completely connected with the source of everything, which is God. And you're always connected there, but there is no more programs for you to fulfill on earth. So you're done with it. So you are in that state always connected. So which means the soul, which is only a transmitter, that transmitter is ever active, connecting with God. Whereas on the other hand, if that was not the case, then even if that program of the transmitter breaks down, all of that energy simply becomes demagnetized, as if there is nothing left, everything mixes with everything. Think of with the cosmic energy. Think of any magnetic medium where you store data, right? If how do you clear a magnetic medium? All you have to do is take it in front of a powerful magnet, all your data gets cleared out, right? So the thing is, you see, so that is the nature. Once everything is cleared out, there is no more program, that entity is dissolved, gone. That is the concept of dissolution. So this gives you a little bit of insight into the nature of Vedanta philosophy, where you can understand Vyasa, when he wrote the Vedanta, he basically explained all of these things, nothing different from here. However, when different later on people who came interpreted it, Shankaracharya interpreted it as, actually he called it as, in his earlier days, he called it as the concept of Advaita Vedanta, where everything is one. And so it was described that way. And many people will say, everything is Maya, there is no reality, everything, the real reality is not this physical world that you see, all of these kinds of things. There, when people talk of dissolution, you can think of that as the Chitta Shakti Eva. Whereas on the other hand, in the Vishishta Advaita philosophy and the Dvaita philosophy, they think about the everlasting happiness in heaven connected with Lord, being at the feet of the Lord. So in other words, that is what Sutra number 33 is talking about. So in other words, Patanjali's Yoga Sutra validates that all these viewpoints about this Vedanta, that Vedanta, and all of that, there is only one Vedanta that Vyasa wrote. And it is completely in conformity with what Patanjali is saying, that there are two possibilities of how liberation can be in the final state, right? So with that, we have come to the end of the Yoga Sutras. So I will stop here. We have exceeded our time by about 5 minutes. So any quick question? Okay, then we'll go on to our chakra vibrations. Bring the awareness to the perineum, and I don't see anybody new over here. And so I think we can safely go on and assume that is right. Nobody new over here. Okay. So Pressing at the little finger and focus on the perineum, we go to Lam. 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 Release the fingers and continue. Bring the awareness 1 inch above the perineum, and this behind where we urinate, we do the mantra VAM, pressing the ring finger. VAM. VAM. Release the fingers and continue. Bring the awareness behind the navel, and here we do the mantra Ram, pressing the middle finger. Ram. 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 Release your fingers and continue. Ram. Now bring the awareness in between the breasts in the middle of the body. And here we do the sound yum as we press the index finger. Yum. Release the fingers and continue. Bring the awareness to the throat, and here we do the sound hum with the thumbs up mudra. Release your hands. Bring your awareness to the middle of the head. And there we do the sound chum with thumbs up mudra. Chum. Chum. Release your hands one last time. Chum. bring the awareness to the top of the head. We do Om. Again, thumbs up mudra. Release the hands and continue. Last time. Now we are ready to go on to the happy face breathing. So Vijaya is taking over.
Close your eyes and bring your attention to the throat. The throat is at the base of the mouth through which air and food passes. Focusing there, make a big smile. And as you make a big smile, feel a stretch in the throat. Focusing on the stretch, inhale and exhale slowly and gently as you feel the air rub against the stretch. Please continue. We'll now move to the respiratory mantra. Keeping your eyes closed, bring your awareness to the sternum in the middle of the body and feel a straight line from the sternum going to the top of the head and leaving the body. Along that line, mentally vibrate Haim, Im, So the 3 syllables Haim, Im, and let it leave the body. Please continue. We'll now move to the spinal alignment exercises. So take a deep breath in. As you exhale, gently bring the ear down to the shoulder. Inhale and come back. Exhale and bring the other ear down to the shoulder. Inhale and come back. And continue. As you come back, exhale and look over one shoulder. Inhale and come back. Exhale and look over the other shoulder. Inhale and come back. Continue. As you come back, and with the next inhalation, take your head backwards. Exhale and bring the chin down to the chest. Inhale and head backwards. Exhale and chin down to the chest. And continue. As you exhale and come back down, we'll do the 360-degree neck rotations. Inhale for half a circle and exhale the other half. And continue in the same direction. As you come back to the center, we'll switch directions. Inhale for half a circle and exhale the other half. And continue. Relax as you come back. We'll now move to the next exercise and alternate our shoulders. Inhale and lift up one shoulder. Exhale, rotate and bring it back down. Inhale and lift up the other shoulder. Exhale, rotate and bring it back down. And continue. Relax as you come back. We'll now move to our hand exercises. Stretch your hands and keep them straight. As you inhale, open up your palms and keep them perpendicular to the forearm. As you exhale, thumbs in and fists down. Inhale, exhale, and continue. As you exhale, close your fists and bring them down. We'll do the fist rotations. Inhale for half a circle and exhale the other half and continue. As you come back to the center, you switch directions. Inhale for half a circle and exhale the other half. Continue. Relax as you come back. For the next exercise, let's bring our elbows in line with the shoulders. Open out your palms as you inhale and move your wrists up and down as well. Inhale and exhale and continue. As you come back down, we switch directions. Inhale and exhale and continue. Relax as you come back. For the next exercise, let's interlock our hands and place them behind the head. Make sure your elbows are at 180 degrees and the head is straight. As you exhale, turn to one side. Inhale and come back. Exhale and turn the other side. Inhale and come back and continue. Relax as you come back. For the next exercise, let's get our elbows above the head. As you exhale, pull on one elbow. Inhale and come back. Exhale and pull on the other elbow. Inhale and come back. Continue. Feel the stretch along your shoulder blades as you do this. Relax as you come back. For the next exercise, let's get our elbows behind the back. As you exhale, turn to one side. Inhale and come back. Exhale and turn the other side. Inhale and come back. And continue. Relax as you come back. For the next exercise, let's get our hands on either side of the spine. As you inhale, push back on one side, making a backward arch. Exhale and come back. Inhale and push on the other side. Exhale and come back. And continue. Relax as you come back. We'll now do both our shoulders together. Inhale and lift up both your shoulders. Exhale, push back, rotate, and bring it back down. Inhale and exhale. And continue. Relax as you come back. For the next exercise, let's cross one leg over the other and hold the knee with your interlocked hand. Exhale and pull up the leg and turn to the same direction as the leg you're holding. Inhale and release. Exhale, pull and turn. Inhale and release. And continue. Feel the stretch along your thighs as you do this. As you come back down, we'll switch to the other leg. Exhale, pull and turn. Inhale and release. And continue. Relax as you come back. We'll now move to the cycling exercise and do 5 counts on each leg. Inhale and bring up the leg. Exhale and stretch it out in a cycling motion. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch to the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax as you come back. We'll now do the Anulom Vilom or the alternate nostril breathing before we move to Bhastrika Pranayam. So for the alternate nostril breathing, we exhale and inhale through the same nostril. And if you begin your first inhalation with the left nostril, you exhale and inhale through the right nostril. Close your right nostril. Exhale and inhale through the left nostril. Close your left nostril. Exhale. Inhale through the right nostril. Alternate. Continue. As we complete the breath, we'll move to Bhastrika Pranayam. Since there's nobody new, we'll move to the exercise. Just a reminder that the exhalation is a little longer than the inhalation. And we'll do this keeping our eyes closed to a count of 20 for the first round. And if we have time, we'll do a shorter second round to 10 counts. I'll keep track of the inhalation and exhalation for the first round. And for the second, I keep track of the inhalation and follow through on the exhalation at your own pace. As we do this, visualize the vitality of the breath as we inhale and exhale. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 16. Exhale. 17. Exhale. 18. Exhale. 19. Exhale. 20. And exhale. Keep your eyes closed. Relax. Observe any sensations in the head and also as they gently dissipate. And once the sensations subside, we'll do a shorter second round. The sensations have subsided from the head. We move to the second round. Ready? Inhale. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Keep your eyes closed. Relax. Observe any sensations within.
As the sensations in your head dissipate, we are going to go into meditation. So if you have a favorite mantra, if you have a personal mantra, you can chant that personal mantra in your mind. If not, we will have Om playing. You can focus on the Om. You can use whatever mudra you like. Tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concept and I care about nothing. Keeping your eyes closed, affirm to yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I was born. With that, bring both the palms about 6 inches in front of your face, and as you open your eyes, look directly into the palm of your hands. Thank you, everybody. Namaste. See you tomorrow.
Namaste. Thank
And
you,
do I have a
Anujji.
question for
Namaste.
you?
Sure.
So from tomorrow, now that we are done with the Yoga Sutra, do we go back to our regular timing?
We will know. I think we will still keep the question answer session in the starting, the first 15 minutes,
Oh, I see.
just because it's easy for Dr. Narayan to be
I
there
see.
at that time. And
I
then it doesn't get late for him to go.
Okay.
The only thing will be maybe we will use only that 15 minutes and we'll start right at 5:45 in that case.
Okay.
So right now we'll keep that and then we'll see from there. If we have to change anything, we'll go from there.
Okay. So then we can get a little more time for our meditation,
Yes, yes.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get a
Okay.
little longer time for meditation.
Yeah.
If we don't go that
Yeah,
long into
yeah.
the thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Vijaya. Thank you.
Namaste.
See you tomorrow. Namaste.
Thank you, Vijaya.